We're standing here in the primary suite, and you can see behind me we have this styrofoam box, and we're going to explain what this is and where this form came from and how we're using it to complete this install. Okay, so we're here in the primary suite. You can see this nice little piece of crown molding. This is going to be the mock-up, the sample here, the submittal for the crown. But before we get to the trim detail, let's look at this box. And so we're working with Saguaro Drywall. They're our drywall company. And with our architect worked with our designer to come up with this detail. So they have this custom styrofoam template built. And what this is you can see here, we have this thickened base because this is going to be right here for the crown molding. So this crown molding here will be here at the base. You can see here it's going to fit just like that. As we get up to the ceiling, this gives you a good detail there of what that'll look like. And so this was all built exactly per the specification. You can see here this creates our rounded drywall edge. And then we actually have a little meat up here. We have a little backing. Right here you won't see that, but just when we install that you'll see on the B-roll here on some video. And then now as we bring that up to the ceiling. So what ended up happening is in the shop using a CNC machine, our drywaller does a phenomenal job. They actually went above and beyond for this detail. So they use this just to create all these little pieces of drywall. And what ended up happening was they had to notch. So they used their CNC machine because drywall doesn't bend on this radius, right? As you see here. So they actually notched, as you'll see in the video here, they notched with their CNC machine little lines all the way through the drywall. Now when that ended up allowing is now the drywall, the gypsum there, could be rounded. So it could round around this mold. And then of course it was mitered here at the corner, came out, and the same thing here, mitered, and we actually had a little backing here, so then that way this piece wouldn't fall off. So now all these pieces were built off-site, not really their lab, but in their factory there, and they use this template to build all these pieces. Now, when it comes time to install, you can see up above me, you get this amazing detail. So now, because we have the styrofoam form, we don't have any styrofoam in the ceiling, this is all framed, and then solid framing, and then the drywall is installed as you'll see here. And what ends up happening is up top, we just have these drywall ledges up here, and these will be all nice and clean and finished. So it's tapered or staggered, if you will. It's tiered up with this drywall detail. Up above, we have this amazing soffit detail that was built out of drywall. And then again, that crown molding I'd showed, the crown will be on the bottom. It'll be nice and clean at the top. Now, there is a little lip here. So the reason we had to have some wood backing is because as this installed, we mentioned you're gonna have the crown here, but up here, we're gonna have a little piece of quarter round. So you're gonna have a piece of quarter round that's installed here that'll soften up this edge on the very top so it's not so square. So it creates those different elements as you step all the way up to the ceiling, and then you have these drywall steps. So that quarter round will run all the way down, all the way across. You can see in this big rectangle. And now as you walk into the primary suite, you have a very unique detail, not just a stacked crown, but you have this amazing soffit that was built, all this trim, and then of course this incredible fireplace once it's all completed. So stay tuned, we're gonna do another video as the trim carpenters are out here. Right now we're doing tape and texture, but pretty soon the trim company will be out and you'll get to see this installed.